Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Meredith. I am here with our message for the 6th of April, 2022. And just to let you know, I am in the process of recording love readings, one for each sign. So do look for those. I'm most of the way through. They're a whole lot of fun. They're just really exciting. I get done recording one of them and I'm like, wow, that was amazing. So definitely check them out. They will be in a playlist for you shortly. So look for your sign, cross watch for your person. But let's get into today's reading. We have a waxing moon in Gemini. So the moon is building toward full. And we have bone fire here to give us a message of the current moon phase. So let's take a look at how we're being blessed. Oh gosh, now there's a blessing if ever, with the Nine of Cups. Love this card. We all love this card. And my disclaimer to this card is that it is not as whimsical as so many readers would make it sound. I would really love to shine the light of gratitude for a job well done when you see the Nine of Cups, because a whole lot of life experience, a whole lot of living has gone into creating the kind of moments where a dream can come true and a wish can be fulfilled. And I love that in Bonefire Tarot, the artist gives a nod to the Death card. This means that a lot of transformation took place to, again, be able to receive what the Nine of Cups promises. So here we're talking about the Ace of Cups, the divine and cosmic gift of love, deep emotional love for self, for others, the significant people in our world. And in order for us to even appreciate their presence in our sphere of influence means that we have had to do a lot of inner journey work. And we've seen a lot of the Death card lately too, haven't we? Transformation has been all over the place. So this is kind of a celebration card for us, in celebration of all of the energetic blood, sweat, and tears that we have put into our journey that allows these cups, the Ace of Cups to the power of 9, to spill over into our world. So take a moment and pat yourself on the back. Our next card, King of Swords. He's a beauty. Another set in tarot, the King and the Queen of Swords. They, as I mentioned so often, they've got a reputation for being cold and bitter, and they've earned that reputation because they have to make hard decisions and choices that benefit more than just themselves. And we have found ourselves in that position. So here again is another card of confirmation to our Nine of Cups, because as I said, a whole lot of living has gone into this Nine of Cups, and a whole lot of challenging decisions have had to be made in order for us to get here. And another thing I love about the artwork on this card, I just realized my shirt's on backwards. Pardon. Oh God. Anyway, another thing I love about this card is that the king is holding an infant. And I saw a demonstration a long time ago where a gentleman was speaking about how wonderful it would be if world leaders made their worldly decisions holding an infant. You know, having the impression of this tender brand new life in their hands as they make decisions in the now that are going to have a long-term consequence, right? So the King of Swords in this position for me is an illustration of how we hold our own hearts in our arms as we make choices. And sometimes those choices are exceptionally difficult, though they ultimately turn into the Nine of Cups for us. Our next card. There it is, Seven of Swords. All right. The saving grace on the Seven of Swords is that it is a 7. This is about bringing heaven to earth. And that's exactly what's going on here with the king. That creates the Nine of Cups eventually. So I'm sensing here that we are reminiscing over a time when we may have had to make a hard choice, walk away from something that profoundly affected us. And the feeling here is the gift of that choice is blessing us to the nth degree over here on the Nine of Cups, though at the time, this may have felt like tremendous self-sabotage. It may have felt nothing like heaven on earth, and it's not lost on me that this 7 sits right underneath the 9. So we really have transformed some intense energy in prior life experience, and we are reaping the reward now. And our next card, yeah, look at that, Queen of Wands. Yes. I also feel that whatever choices were made back when with the King of Swords had us feeling like we were stabbing ourselves in the eye, but being silent, like the character here on the card, being silent to keep the peace for the benefit of others, to keep the peace for someone other than ourselves. We had to hold our tongue. And now with the Queen of Wands here, this lady doesn't hold her tongue ever. She just speaks her mind, speaks her heart, speaks her soul. And that is part of her wonder, her awe, and her charm, is that she just lives right out loud. And I feel that that's part of what has come to be with the Nine of Cups. We are feeling quite liberated and free for having gone pretty deep into some challenging energies. I want to say darker times. We've all experienced darker times, and I feel that we have emerged like this beautiful fiery queen with amazing life experience and a blessing we could not have anticipated when we were making these challenging choices. Okay, let's move to the Oracle cards. We have 2 that came out of the shuffle from the Awakened Soul deck. What is our soulful presence whispering to us today? Our first card is Vision. Oh, what a beauty. Reminds me of the High Priestess here, though it also is a card that confirms for me too the faith it takes to hold one's vision in challenging experience, in challenging times. The next card that came with it is, oh look, Trust. Oh, yes, because the caterpillar does become the butterfly. It doesn't even have to question that process. It trusts that process, though we have questioned it. We have lived the doubt and the fear and the concern and or the worry, though we've come back over and over to the faith that resides in our heart space. And because of that, we have transformed into our Nine of Cups. Speaking our word like the Queen of Wands and delivering our truth like the King of Swords. Yes. Okay, let's take a look at angels and ancestors. What do they have to say for us today? Shaman. Trust in higher forces. Okay, so we have trust the vision, trust in higher forces. This is definitely one of those spirit has your back, the universe has your back and has had it all along. And again, it's paying reward in the now and paying reward forward. Let's take a look at the tarot cards. We're tuning into the energy atmosphere of the day. Our first card, well, there's the sun. Oh gosh, I feel it. I have to say it. I just want to stop the reading right there, because when you get the sun as your first card out in the main body of the reading, what more do we need to know? We already have the Nine of Cups and a whole load of confirmation for sticking to our truth, sticking to our path, you know? And look where it's led us, into this beautiful energy. And here's the sun to back it all up. Though the sun can also be shining some brilliant clarity on something that perhaps we were not seeing or may not be seeing now. So we'll keep going. Next, we have the Six of Cups. Excellent card. It's the soulmate card. It's being our own best soulmate. The Six of Cups for me is also a card of channeling our soulful presence. And it is about receiving from perhaps a download of intuitive information that serves the now moment. So being in good soulmate connection with ourselves brings more clarity, more love, bliss, and happiness off the sun. This card is also a message about people from the past. We may be contemplating, reminiscing, as mentioned over here, for experiences and people that came along previously and the gifts they brought when they were here with us. So we may be taking a look at the blessings received, Nine of Cups, from connections with others that we may not have spent much time with, or who've, passed on, actually. Ten of Pentacles is next. Yeah. Oh, see, we're layering on the reward, and the Ten of Pentacles is a legacy card, and this is speaking to our own energetic legacy of how we do what we need to do, the journey work that needs doing in order to create a foundation that can support the Ten of Pentacles. In tarot, traditionally, this card speaks to generational abundance. You see, you look more closely at this card. Yes, you see the grandparent, the parents, the children. It's a legacy, it's energy passed on, it's abundance passed on. And I feel that this is a card that confirms for us the abundance of our own wisdom in the journey here. This is how we've blessed ourselves from prior experience and in the now, and how we pass that wisdom and experience on. Next we have, well, there it is. I'm card witching you again. I knew it. I could feel it. So the sun, the brilliant clarity of the sun is shining on our Nine of Swords, which yet again anchors the reading for us. It's confirmation on top of confirmation. So we have the Seven of Swords over here in the moon's message. I really do feel a connection to past events, past conversations with others, and how those events and or conversations created fear, doubt, and worry. I feel that we've had some kind of a resolution here. We have settled out an energy that has long been unsettled for ourselves. This is why we're seeing the Nine of Cups in the moon's energy. This is why we're being encouraged to trust our vision, trust in a higher force, because we've already seen the light on this Nine of Swords, and we've put an energy to rest. And in so doing, we have set ourselves free. And we've taken our Nine of Cups, put them all in one cup. And like the Knight of Cups, we've decided to move on, to move forward. So there's the Knight, moving energy between cards. Let's find out where the Knight is going. The Page of Cups, and there's an essence of it here on the Knight of Cups too. Both of these characters bring a message of offers and apologies. And so what I feel here is a forgiveness energy that's come off of, perhaps the Ho'oponopono prayer. If we've done it, I know I've done it. I know many of you have done it. So I feel like the Knight of Cups is demonstrating how we offer ourselves to the now, because we have let go of our Nine of Swords. And where are we headed? Seriously. Into the King and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we've got two queens. We've got the King of Swords twice. And I love that we start the reading over here in the moon phase energy with the King of Swords, and we end this part of the reading with the King and the Queen. So this is harmony, this is balance, this is divine love, a matched set, a matched pair. I do feel that there's resolution between ourselves and another, and I also feel a harmonization within our divine feminine, divine masculine, because we have had challenging decisions to make in order to hold space for the love, joy, happiness, and bliss of the Sun and the Ace of Cups to the power of 9, now the power of 10. It's not for the faint of heart is what I really want to say. We've had to run our swords through some really tough stuff. And this is a great celebration of having done that kind of transformational work. From the bottom of the deck, not necessarily obvious to us, and for some of us completely in the unseen, we have, oh my goodness, yeah, okay. Seven of Swords, now it's in the reading twice. Self-sabotage. This is robbing ourselves of joy on the Nine of Swords. And I feel that this is us moving away from that because we have clearly seen the light and we have made adjustments in our journey to witness this, love it, heal it, and move on from it. Oh gosh, next is the Two of Swords. Yes, we had to go deep within the darker recesses of our own self-relationship to even make these choices. And then you've got to add the 7 and the 2 to make the 9. It shows up again, and this is the universe showing it to us. So if we did not get it clearly in the brilliant light of the sun, the universe is saying, let me repeat that for you. Oh my goodness. For real. Look at this, the 9 of Cups, because this is something we can trust. We can trust the vision we held for our 9 of Cups life experience. We have to keep going here. There's the Ace of Pentacles, a card of great love. It's a card of stepping through a doorway, crossing a threshold. It's something we did within ourselves. And again, not for the faint of heart, to confront our own selves deep within, self-relationship, having a vision, maintaining it, holding space for it, even when conditions would not support what we're holding a vision and heart space for. That's tenacity. We have been tenacious. It's paying off. And I'm going to keep going because the next card is the 10 of Cups. That's fantastic. I don't even have to explain that card, and I won't. You all know what that means. Okay. Angel answers. And, you know, they're already falling out of the deck. I love it. Our first card, emphatic yes, because some of you are sitting here watching this saying, is this for real? Yes, emphatically it is. Oh gosh, and right underneath it is the other yes card. Because if you had the stones to ask that question again, oh, the deck was going to back it up for us. Again, once more. All right. So if you need further confirmation or you have a question, put it to the cards. And then we have take action. Yeah, we're in the midst of doing that right now. We're taking action, and I feel that action is celebration of our 9 of Swords and our 10 of Cups, our 9 of Cups. Next we have, I love that this one's showing up again. Here's the Let Go card. Beautiful. We haven't seen it in a while, and it came out the other day too. Maybe just yesterday. Oh, let go. You can let go, because whatever your 9 of Swords experience was, you're beyond it now. The memory of it may never leave you, though the blessing of it will never leave you either. I feel like one more. Yeah. Oh, we have 2 more. Helpful people. They're everywhere. Look to your friends. Look to your tribe. And then we have within the next few weeks. I don't really do timing when it comes to the readings, though when we get a timing card out of Angel Answers, the feeling there is that this kind of energy is going to be with us for a while, this kind of celebration. My feeling in my own intuitive heart energy is that the gratitude and appreciation we have for the 9 of Swords is expansive, and we're going to be in contemplation of that for a while. We're going to look back on some of our more challenging life experiences in life and times and really see the silver lining in it. Okay, last card of the reading from Mindful Messages. We have playful. I go about what is this? Okay, pardon. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there's so much fun to be had? There it is. That is a great summary to the grace of the Nine of Swords. We've all been there and we've all transformed, and we know that this playful energy is something that is profoundly healing to us. So let's go there. Cheers. Peace, love, joy, blessings to each and every one of you. Don't forget to check out the love readings. Bye for now. Namaste.